Hey there, gang. So here's a quick video for you. I needed a smaller rig to take on the tube and buses when traveling here in London and going to rehearsals, going to gigs. So I was like, how can I get all the things that I liked from my regular rig and all the other rigs you've seen me build? How can I get all the things I need and still be happy? Well, I just broke it down. What I did, I almost always have a kind of doubler slap delay thickener first for my lap steel, the Deco. That can remain off the board. I plug into it. I control the saturation with an expression pedal. Lets me get as gritty as I want or not. And where it's set right now is very, very subtle. I should mention that to me, and I'm sure some of you who have used the Deco or own it have figured this out as well, the saturation is kind of, especially at the lower settings, it's really a compression. It feels to me like compression. Now, yes, when you turn it up, it can be like an overdrive, but so can a lot of compressors and tape emulators if you push them. So it feels to me like a compressor. So that's how I'm using it since I don't have a compressor on the board. So the doubler, the compressor, I can also drive it if I want with the expression pedal. Then I was thinking about, well, I usually would put a wah or a filter pedal next. But what if I could have a wah filter that would also double as a volume pedal? Because depending on how you set these type devices, you can, like when you're all the way heel down, you're not getting much volume at all, right? So I got this one by the Analog Music Company from Kiev, Ukraine. Very excited to support them. And it's a unbelievable device because it has high and low filters based on the Korg MS-20. It has an amazing sounding preamp. Okay, so if you haven't seen this before, you really should check it out. But you can plug in two expression pedals. For me, that's one, which is the Boss Dual. So I can finally find a use. Oh yeah, I found my Boss Dual. I finally have a use for the dual expression. One controls the high, the other controls the low. So I get my wah filter, but at the heel setting, it's almost, dead quiet, almost. And so I can use it as a volume pedal and a filter. Then I've got these two little minis here. This is the Bluebird from Henrietta Engineering. I got that. That's a fuzz, amazing sounding fuzz for its size. And then this is the Nano Drive. This is a dude here in England who makes these. He sells them on Etsy for really cheap. So I didn't have to worry about customs fees or anything. And it sounds fantastic. It's got two different low cuts. I'm using the 180 hertz low cut. I don't know what it's based on. It's sort of Voxy, but my guess is it probably has something to do loosely with the Tube Screamer, but it doesn't sound like one. It's a lot more chimey. It's a lot more Voxy than a Tube Screamer. Then I've got my trusty Syntax Error, which is on my other board, so usually, and I can use the expression pedal to control the frequency on all my different presets. The mini glitch here set to threshold. I just picked up this is the new version of the Pladask Backlinks. This is the one with the quieter, less noisy modulation, and yes, it is quieter and less noisy. And then the ribbons. And the ribbons, as you know, if you know anything about the Keenatone ribbons, it does a ton of things. And so, but this is, so it's made by Stompbox, this board, but it's the same size as a pedal train nano. And this goes into a little bag which has straps that attach to my lap steel bag. So that doesn't take up much room. And this and the Deco go into my backpack, as does this. Let's get a good picture. You know, the Electronic Audio Experiments prismatic wall, because with lap steel, oh my God, it sounds amazing. Amazing. And I've got some great presets I made. So I will come out of this board, out of the ribbons, into this, into the prismatic wall. And then that will be going to this, which is a new acquisition. It's the Neon Egg Planetarium 3. So let me tell you what this is. This is a compressor on the right, which can be triggered via a side chain. This is a kind of like a lo-fi delay with multiple settings. So it's got tape or cassette, square wave or sine wave. It's got a reverb that has multiple settings. It's got a hall, it's got a cavern, it's got like a room setting, and they all interact together extraordinarily well. And this, the Planetarium 3 and the prismatic wall, will be on a chair in front of me as I play so that I can manipulate them in real time. Because this thing, the Planetarium 3, totally, these different effects interact with each other in crazy ways depending on how you set it and change it. So I want this in front of me and I want this in front of me so that I can switch presets easily. And this will all fit into a bag. Let me show you. I've got this little wheelie bag, right? It's this high. So here's the bottom of the floor. Let's back up a little. So that's the floor. And it's maybe like an elbow to the tip of my finger's length here. And it's got, I think I showed this before, it's got a handle, and I can fit all my implements that I used when I play prepared lap steel in here. I can put these pedals, which I will put in little cases to protect them in there. The Planetarium 3 will go in there, and the board will be in a bag that will be strapped to my lap steel. So I don't necessarily need anything on my back except my little lamp in my backpack. And I can wheel that other thing with all my implements and various pedals, and this will all be strapped to my lap steel bag. And that's how I can travel, move quickly here in London to and from gigs without carrying too much stuff, without having a heck of a lot of setup time, without it being heavy, and without missing out on anything that I need day in, day out to make the sounds that I care about. I'd love to hear about how you do it if you live in a metropolitan city, but getting that planetarium and this small board set up, all of these pieces are really, really, really making it much, much easier. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.